While we've grown a wee mini bong, I'm Engineer Hoist, and welcome to this week's live stream. Not so much a news live stream because the news was, hey, we've got an event going on, and then had technical difficulties, had to be delayed. So hey, let's do this rewind of 2023. We're going to take a look back at all of the bots that came into the game, and just see how good or bad 23 was. I want to say hi to the folks here in the chat. We've got Jack, Super VH, Mercenary Terror, Mr. Steeler, Gen 1 Red Alert, and that's who I'm seeing talking. So welcome to everybody. And how about we just go ahead and get started with, well, I was going to say news, but it's the rewind. Damon Swinky, welcome. Thanks for coming. We're going to talk, yes, again, the rewind, and so starting off, for beginning of the year, last year, actually very early, like the first weekend, we got a new set of combat bots. This was Bash Breaker and Gabu. These were combat bots for melee, and they launch acid projectiles. You know, so they're pretty good little bots, and I definitely use them from time to time. Although I'm not sure if I have them all assigned, but the Mercenary Terror says, fun fact, Gabu is actually a crossbow. So it's kind of a weird looking bot, you know, but hey, you know, I mean, I can see a crossbow in there. And okay, so here we go. Still having difficulties. Buttons don't want to work for me. Okay, so the first actual bot, not combat bot, that we got was Roadbuster and Half Shell. And I think we already knew which combiners were going to be coming by this point, but as we started seeing more and more bots joining, particularly these guys, Roadbuster and Half Shell, we knew what the combiners were going to be coming later in the year. And so they come, and I still don't have a 4-star Roadbuster, so I haven't really used him in battle, so I can't really talk a whole lot about it. But these guys have they fire a single shot to a single target, cause a huge amount of damage, if I remember correctly. And it also disables any shield that it has. So that could definitely be useful if you've got build bots or any other kind of protection around the on the defense that you're targeting. Oh, words are not working today. Then we come, basically, if you haven't seen the pattern, it's about once a month, about every 4 weeks or so is when we get either a new combat bot or a new bot. So the releases have slowed since the past years, which I think is necessary because running out of bots. I mean, there's still plenty to choose from, but the ones that they're allowed to use, we may be running out. But anyway, so next up we got Big Daddy and Groundhog, the next combat bots. These guys are the companion bots or the minion bots, and they run around and they fire missiles and cause extra damage to combiners. And I mean, how can you not love a bot named Big Daddy, right? I mean, come on, it's just a crazy name. Then we've got Brawn and Full Tilt. Finally, after 6.5 years, Brawn is joining the game, right? And Full Tilt comes in. Obviously, is the Triptychon's chest minion. There, and so these guys they do what does it say here? It fires an EMP rocket, disables targets, but if the target happens to already be stunned by EMP, like say with like a earlier shot from them, or who else? Bumblebee, Scrapnels, Silverbolt is the word I'm trying. I keep coming. All the different S names are coming in, but Silverbolt or Thundercracker, so you can go, you do all that, and that'll actually just destroy the target. So pretty cool. Mirage is another one that does, and Breakdown for the Decepticons also does the EMP damage. So yeah. Up next, we've got, everybody's favorite, Kunai and Beidou. These guys were I believe these were the first of the combat bots that were kind of, they didn't end up locked to a single bot, but they were wanted to be. Because you take a look at Kunai, he basically looks just like Wheeljack, but there is a combat bot out there. It was an Arms Micron bot actually out there. It was exactly this, and from the Prime universe, and that's what he looks like. So the intention was this was going to be locked to only Wheeljack because of Kunai, and Beidou is also very much like Shockwave's arm cannon. And so it was going to be locked to Wheeljack and Shockwave. Well, turns out it's not that the way we went, because turns out these guys weren't like super great, and so they ended up becoming available for any medic. However, they do have an extra bonus for Wheeljack and Shockwave. So yeah, Pikachu is saying they're controversial ones, and yeah, that's kind of how I'm beating around the bush. So. Yeah, they kind of missed the mark on these guys, but that's who's here. Then next up we've got the Point of No Return, which brings in Ariel and Sila. So Ariel, of course, was the pre-Elita 1, in the Generation 1 cartoon anyway. And Scylla is just helping continue to round out that C-Con's combiner team. And yeah, I had to grab the the event header image, because this is the first of a few this past year where I didn't see where they actually gave us those individual bot images in the newsletters. So I just, luckily they did make some of these. Their ability was pretty neat. It's very similar to the Optimus Prime or I was going to say Optimus Primal, but it's more Prime and Megatron because you target a single target and it kind of draws people there. But I think they have to be within a certain range, and then it does actually give them a little bit of a boost if that target ends up getting destroyed. So you guys are talking about the name. So many people mispronounce her name as Scylla. You're saying it's Skyla? Okay, well, I've never heard it. I've never heard it actually pronounced in show or whatever. And when I see something like that, I say Scylla, and I'm probably still going to say it that way because you know. So yeah, I mean, I can see where Skyla might come. It's just not. It's you know, that's weird. But anyway, interesting comment there. Thank you, Mercenary Terror, for that. So after that, we got Star Saber and Deathsaurus. No, we didn't get them, but they did get buddies. Victory Leo and Tiger Chest came in as combat bots, and these are actually locked, only able to be used on their buddies. I mean, it kind of makes sense because Tiger Chest is right there on Deathsaurus' chest, and Victory Leo hangs out as Star Saber's backpack. So these guys actually are locked to these two bots, and they actually turned out to be actually pretty good combat bots to have on these guys. So they were already really strong bots to begin with, and adding these extra combat bots along with the power core for them also you know, really helped you know, bring them back to their dominance that they had, because their power ranking had kind of slipped a little bit as over the years as new bots came out, but this really kind of brought them back to the forefront. And then we finally get Tarn. You know, some people are like, okay, yeah, whatever, Tarn. But anybody who's a fan of the IDW comics knows that Tarn is a big deal, and it was great to get him in here. And Alpha Trion also makes it in here. No longer just a Prime Core. He is also a bot. These guys have a unique ability where they give class-specific buffs. So warriors get an additional ability that's based around the warriors. The gunners get extra gunner type abilities. So I don't remember all of what they exactly do, but it's class specific buffs is what they do. So pretty unique, and not directly useful like some other special abilities, but definitely can help out along the way. And I've only recently just got the 4-star Alpha Trion, so I never really used him a whole lot in battle. Mostly I was just putting the ones that I did have in for leveling. So, and I don't really have a whole lot of experience with them, but I can see how it could be useful, but probably not worth being on the top team. Maybe. I'm not sure. I wouldn't think so. And let's see. Oh yes, next we've got another combat bot. Oh, except it's not a bot. It is also the next one that is locked to just a single bot. This is the Sword of Balance, used for either Sentius Malus or Sentius Magnus. And there is an Autobot version and a Decepticon version. I don't think you can use the same sword on either one if you like have both of them, like your alt faction. But it's unique. It is the start of the weapons. It's similar to the combat bots, but it's a unique weapon. It's not actually a little robot that turns into a weapon for a bigger robot like the combat bots. So it's the it's just a weapon, and it makes sense. These guys already had the Sword of Balance, but now it's a specific power up for them to help make your Sentius Magnus and Malice just that much stronger. And just like Brawn was where everybody was really wondering when we're going to see Brawn, same thing with Wreck-Gar, or we weren't really thinking Junk Heap, but he came along for the ride as well. These guys finally show up, and they show up as medics, so healers, and with a very interesting ability. You could actually use their ability and tag any bot on the field, and they will basically be protected from death. So when they are killed and lose all of their life, they will be resurrected in place with a percentage of their health, like a rather high percentage of the health. And so that's a pretty cool, and you can have multiple ones tagged at any one time. So it gets pretty pricey from ability points if you do more than one, but it definitely can be helpful, especially if you have one of those bots that you tend to rush in and sacrifice a lot. If you get Wreck-Gar or Junk Heap on there, before you send in your Star Saber or your Drift or your Windblade, Deathsaurus, Barricade, Dive Bomb, before you send these guys in, tag them with Wreck-Gar or Junk Heap, and they'll go in there, they'll cause a lot of damage. They'll die quickly, but hey, they'll come back to keep causing more damage, right? So, yeah, PB2 is saying, yeah, it's costly for a reason. Yeah, because, I mean, you'd be OP. You just... Imagine if this is one of those that was like 3 ability points and just stayed at 3 ability points, like Smokescreen and Breakneck. I mean, you'd be invincible. I'm just going to tag everybody, and just nobody dies. So, but that's not how it works. I mean, yeah, so it's good. All right, so after that, we finally completed the combiners. The Wreckers came around, showed up. The C-Cons showed up, and Ruination and God Neptune are welcomed to the game back in September. And these guys turned out to be really, really good combiners. I still only just have the 3-star Ruination, but he is tearing up bases better than even some of my 4-stars at the same level. So, yeah, definitely these guys, they knocked it out of the park with these guys. I'm really want Roadbuster at 4-star or 5, so I can bump Ruination up to 4-star, and then he will be, my go-to combiner. My only the reason they're doing so good, I mean, can they be? Are they too OP? I don't know, but for now, they enjoy it while it lasts, right? This Super VH says you can get kissed by his leg, the god Neptune, yeah, because he's got Scylla or Skyla or Scylla, Skillet. No, I don't know, but however you want to say that little octopus girl's name is on the leg. It's got the lips puckered over there on the shin. So yeah, very funny. And let's see. So like those guys, and we're back to combat bots, Buzz Strike and Lance Salon. And let me go check my notes. By the way, PB2, thank you for the notes. Yes, I am looking at these. How do these guys work? Increases bot damage per second. Oh yeah, and someone's a giant blade dealing double DPS, and yet the bot also gets hack immunity. So there we go. As you can see, I don't really use these guys that much. So yeah. But there you go, and as you can see, we're still continuing with the headers because we didn't get images of the bots, the individual images like we tend to do. And next bot's up after that, we got Blue Streak, another bot that people have been clamoring for a long time, and Wild Rider, which was a real surprise since Breakneck is in the game. and was basically Wild Rider in everything but name, based on the Combiner Wars, and Wild Rider here is based on the Legacy incarnation of the Stunticon, and it was, I guess it's fine. I mean, we've got multiples of other bots. We've got multiple Optimus Primes. We've got multiple Megatrons, Jetfires, Skywarps, Starscreams. We've got... Oh... There's somebody else I'm thinking of. Breakdowns. So why not have a Breakneck and a Wild Rider, right? Yeah, so that's what we got. Yeah, these guys were snipers, and it's interesting. Who was it? BB2 saying yeah, it's a Datsun and a Stunticon sniper again, because you know the last sniper we had was Smokescreen, who was a Datsun bro, and Breakneck, who we were just talking about, who was a Stunticon, and now we've got the Datsun bro Blue Streak with the Stunticon Wild Rider. So yeah, that's kind of crazy how that worked out. Intentional? Maybe. So. PB2 saying they've implied Breakneck was a different dude since day one. Yeah, in the game that makes sense to do that, but I mean we all know that it had to be some sort of a copyright issue during Combiner Wars why they couldn't use Wild Rider for some reason. So. Where was I? Oh, next bot. I threw this in here. Yeah, we already had Nose Cone and Drill Horn. Yeah, I mean, everybody knows that. We already had Nose Cone and Drill Horn. But this particular week was a little special because it was the first time that you could get the bots of a new 5. They were the first time a 5-star bot was available to win in an event if you scored enough points. I mean, you've got to score a ridiculous amount of points, but you can earn the 5-star bot. That's why these guys are on here. They finally got the 5 stars. They got a bit of a buff. It wasn't nearly enough, in my opinion, but it was the first time that the 5-star bot was available as an event prize, not from a leaderboard, just from scoring a number, scoring a certain number of points. They're calling them endurance events now. I'm pretty sure that was the first time that we did this. And so no more leaderboards. We've got endurance events. And I kind of like that because, you know, and I think overall it's good for the community because the scores were getting a little out of hand because so many people were putting up so many points because only the top 5 people top 5 alliances could earn the 5-star bot from an event. This way, as long as your alliance scores a certain amount of points, it's been 3.5 million points per event, which, you know, the leaderboard scores are way beyond that. If you could hit 3.5 million points as an alliance, you get the 5-star version of the bot that's up for grabs during that event. And I don't know the numbers off the top of my head, but I know way more than 5 alliances are doing that, are reaching that when we have these events. And the next combat bot was the Cosmic Rust Blaster, and there's nothing. I found nothing in the newsletters that showed what this Cosmic Rust Blaster looked like. Yes, I can screen grab it from the game, but I wanted to point out that they did not even show us what it looked like in the newsletter. The best you could get was like a combination. I think Texas Hammer put it together because he's real good about putting that stuff in there. There was no image. It didn't show up in the event header or anything like that. So I mean, what's up with that? I think somebody really dropped the ball with the Cosmic Rust Blaster to the point where it was released, and I barely even remembered that it was. So yeah. Anyway. And I actually do have a Cosmic Rust Blaster. I haven't equipped it to anybody yet because I completely forgot that I even had it. And so yeah, it blasts cosmic rust that spreads to different targets and takes extra and the targets take extra element damage and are slowed down. And then it also increases the damage of the bot that wields it. So I only have like a 3-star and a 2-star version of it, so I mean that's still useful, but it's not like I have a 5-star Cosmic Rust Blaster or anything like that. So. So there we go. Anyway, back on this. PB2 saying didn't grab the Jazz or Starstream one on their Instagram. No, I not on Instagram very much. I mean, you know my sign-offs were infrequent behind-the-scenes photos. So yeah, it's infrequent. Not only infrequent posting, but also infrequent viewing. So the point is, they always gave it to us in the newsletters, and it wasn't in there. And basically, we ended out the year halfway in December with a new arcs or new Titans, the Arc and the Nemesis. Actually the two most recent. Was it the last two? Well, no, there was a couple. There was like the Metroplex in between the arc. But anyway, the two ships, the Autobot and the Decepticon ship, now are Titans, and so they are in the game. And this was I think this was the first time that the arcs were released. And again, if you scored a certain amount of points, not only could your alliance get the 2-star, but the 3-star, but also the 4-star. So there's people out there with these 4 stars, these guys as 4-star Titans out there, and but me and my alliance and probably a lot of other people, we managed to get the 2-star, but I'm just saving my shards for the 3-star or the 4-star. And PB2 is right. Their 2-star ability is so bad. The 2-star is practically worthless. I could barely finish the Titan assault mode. I did manage to get it leveled up to level 5, which is where the 2-star maxes out. So you can sit there and stay there and just do nothing. So, but the 3-star and the 4-star. Yeah, they may be pretty good. My 2-star, it's not worth anything. I'm still rocking Metroplex as my Titan. Just because he's the higher level, Fort Max is getting pretty close, though. So, and that was basically it. The only other thing that's come out recently was it came out in 24, so it doesn't belong in the rewind. But that's Leo Prime and whoever his counterpart was, Inferno, but they were early 24, not 23, so I didn't include them in there. So yeah, so that was basically it, and I think that, yeah. So that's basically it. So Alpha Trion says he's got the 4-star of the arc. Trust me, it gets better, he says. Yeah. So there we go. I didn't put a slide for it, but I know you guys are probably expecting it. We've got community corner stuff here. So the stream submissions. So let's go ahead and take a look at these kinds of things. Thank you to everybody for your submissions over the past week. I'm sorry I didn't get one up for last week's stream. I did definitely want to go look at this. So we've got Jettison C4. Very happy having received the Legends Double Clouder, which is a third-party name for Double Dealer. By far the favorite third-party piece in the collection. Yeah, this is one I didn't pick up. It did look pretty good though. So here's some photos. Yeah, that does look like a good little bot. And I need to quit looking at photos of these things. Oh man, he's even got his little Power Master buddies. This is bad for me seeing these photos, because that's just gonna make me want one. I'm gonna have to resist though. Very cool. We'll be using the Deathsor Clouder, so the Autobot version will go to core Optimus Prime. Okay, so you're using the Decepticon version, so you're gonna take the Autobot and you're gonna make him what, High Q, I think it was. Well, that was Power Master Prime. You're going for Ginrai. I don't know, or is it Jinrai? You know, whatever. I'm gonna pronounce it how I want to pronounce it. You can correct me if you want. But yeah, so you're gonna try that with the core Prime. It'll be interesting to see. PBH's checking in with some Minecraft builds. It's taking a minute to load up. This is Predacon Inferno, who we will probably be calling Beast Wars Inferno. And trying to open up bigger, but it doesn't really want to do it. So anyway, I guess we'll just look at it. So here. And looking pretty nice. Can we open up any of these other ones? There we go. There's one. So there we go. Man, I love how you did the face. You even got the sharp teeth there. So that's pretty cool. And there's the back. Oh, and you've got his thorax opened all up with his little gun sitting back there. Very cool. Very cool. Very nice job there. Razorquake checking in, says, still not ready for the triumphant return, but did want to share the latest pickups. We got a nice looking Studio Series Ratchet and Legacy Dirge, I'm guessing there. And finally we've got Ratchet and Ironhide together at last. And just because, here's Dirge with the other Seekers, Starscream, Thundercracker, and Skywarp. Brain's not working today. It's been a long week. It's Friday. That a whole extra day of work, you know, that's slowing me down, I guess. Prime and Duncan having some fun in the snow out there. They've got Polar Excavations. Oh, it's a dispatch mission. Lead Polar Excavations. So this is actually a real life dispatch mission with Brainstorm, you know, Shoulder Pads Prime. You've got Hardhead out there. We don't have Hardhead in the game yet, do we? But well, she's got a Hardhead there. Oh, and we've Shoulder Pads Prime even has Pteroxodon. I was wanting to say Pterodactyl, but I know that's the Decepticon version of them. So pretty cool, man. You know, I'm in Florida, so I don't see snow, so I can't ever do any of this stuff. But I do like seeing when other people do it. Smashing into the snow. Very cool. Oh, and then a wild Cyclonus appears. And gets promptly stomped and smashed. And I like this. The double clouder sitting there on Deathsor's lab. Said he went to see Santa. No, crossed out the Emperor. What do you think he's asking for? That's funny. That's great. And here we go. We've got Leo Convoy. Or Leo Prime, as he is in the game. Nice, really nice job as always. Very cool. And Jettison C4 rounds it out, and I think Deathsaurus might be a little upset when he sees this picture. Leo Zach showed up and is sitting in his chair. So, very cool. Not real familiar with that figure. That must be one of the originals. Well, it can't be a G1, but what is that one from? I think they did they did some of these in Combiner Wars, but the central one was like a repaint of Skylinks. I mean, Deathsor. It's BotCon. Okay. It says Mercenary Terror. There you go. Thank you. Thank you for helping me out with that. So there we go. And that is the stream submissions / community corner. Thank you to everybody for contributing. It's an Energon Starscream bowl. Okay. Like I've said a few times in the past, if you're new, you probably didn't know, but that whole Unicron trilogy, Armada, Energon, Cybertron, that's kind of like a black hole in my Transformers knowledge. I've tried watching Armada. I've started it like 3 times, and the farthest I've got in on any watch is like 5 episodes, and I just can't stick with it for some reason. So like that whole era is just kind of like just complete blank. So I do appreciate those of you who are fans of it helping out with that information. So yeah, so I do have some crystals to crack. I figure we might as well, and while we're here, I don't know, maybe do some battles. I don't know. Oh, I did want to show off a new shirt. It's not really a new shirt. I've had this for like 5 years. I got this when I went and visited Space 8, but it's always been too small for me. But I've lost some weight, now it fits. And so I've got the Grimlock. I also have the purple Starscream one, but it's in the watch. So see, Transformers Earth Wars. So I kept them, and now they fit. And so now I can rock these Earth Wars shirts along with all the other Transformer shirts. I actually got quite a few great Transformer shirts for Christmas too. I haven't managed to get them washed yet because there's I have to clean out my closet, and because I've got no room in the closet and no hangers, so I had to get rid of the stuff that I'm not going to be wearing, and to make room for all the new cool stuff. So do the little turn on the catwalk. Yeah, there's nothing on the back. Well, I guess there is a Space 8 logo. I don't know if you can see it, but there's this little Space 8 logo up at the top there. So yeah. So let's go crack some crystals. Now, I don't have it yet because I'm real close, but I might be able. We might be cracking a 5-star combat chip tonight, because if we go take a look, I am at 4,971. 29 combat chips away. And we got 15 combat chips in the last event. I accidentally cracked one of them already, so I've got 14 left. If all 14 are 2-star duplicates, that only gives 2 per. So that means that the worst thing that could happen is they're all 2 stars, and I get 28 points, leaving me at 4,999. So let's hope I get at least 1 3-star duplicate. Yeah, I almost want it to be there so I can just complain about it, but I'm not going to. But no, I'd rather get the bot. So, all right, so we got a couple of power cores that I didn't collect. I'm gonna just start collecting power core chips offline, I think, because it's all food anymore for the most part. Now this one's actually one that I wouldn't mind having. I only have one of these G-Metal guided missiles. And so this one's actually good. I'm happy to see that one. Let's see, we got a War for Cybertron skin. And I got 2,000 3-star shards. I guess that means I have all of the skins. I was just thinking the other day, what happens if you have all the skins? So there you go, 2,000 3-star shards. So that's basically a 3-star crystal. So yeah, get all the skins. You start getting 3-star crystals. Not that anybody wants to use 3-star bots anymore. Okay, so let's go ahead and crack these combat chips, right? See what we got. See, we're already, and of course it's Kunai also. Yep, 2 stars. It's not looking good. Ugh. There we go. I don't know if that's enough just yet, but it will be enough once I get through all of them. And look at that. They were all 2 stars except for that one. Unbelievable. But it was enough. It was enough because, see, now I've got 9 available, so... Alright, and I know which one I'm going to do too. Okay, so these are crystals from last week, the Sky Rain crystals. Pretty sure I have all of these guys, so this is probably all Dupe City guaranteed. But let's open it up anyway. Alpha Trion says, Combat Spark is so hard to get in this game. Yeah, it really is. About the only way that, you know, the way I've gotten so many 5-star combat bots is, you know, I was buying a lot of bundles. And I've had to really slow down on my bundle buying, but that's really the way that you end up getting massive amounts of combat spark, is you have to get the bundles, because it takes forever through all of the free crystals and the event crystals. It's very difficult. I mean, as you saw, there was 15 crystals I opened, and 2 were 3-star, which got 20 spark each, and or the chips, I guess, is what I'm thinking of. And then the other one, all the other 2 stars, got you 2 only. So, but yeah, the spark also is just as scarce as the shards, is what I was thinking of. Okay, so these green crystals are from this event that's going on now. These are medic crystals. Minerva, Wreck-Gar, Wheeljack, First Aid, Ratchet's going to be in there, and also the Decepticon equivalents. I am still looking for a 4-star Ratchet, so let's see. There's still more up for grabs in the later. I've still got more to get from this weekend's event, but yeah, no 4-star Wreck-Gar this time. But there we go. We did pull a couple of 3 stars. And a lot of medic shards there for, you know, class shards for ranks and everything, so. And we've got premium crystals. Very likely to be all duplicates as well. It would be really nice to be surprised by a 4-star Roadbuster, but I'm not holding my breath for it. 4-star Nah, right next to Roadbuster. It was almost aligned. A lot of 3-stars in this batch. Got a 4-star Monkey Prime. I was dropping 4 stars, just not dropping the one that I want. As per usual. That's how it's all gone for me every single combiner. When it comes released, I have 4 of the 5 components necessary to make the 4-star, and then that 5th one is elusive. It's going to be a while before I get Roadbuster. I'm sure of it. Those are dispatch chests. I'm not worrying about them. So there's my current progress on saving 3 and 4 star shards. Preparing for 3 and 4 star arc to come around. And there we are with the 5-star combat ship. There's all sorts of legacies. The current legacy includes Bashbreaker, Big Daddy, Kunai, who I already have, Victory Leo, and Buzzstrike. That's the one I'm going for. Hoping for Victory Leo. Be happy with any of the other ones. There we go. And who do we get? Bashbreaker. All right. So I guess we're still on the hunt for Victory Leo. That's fine. Dan Evans and Alpha Trion got Big Daddy. All right. So there we go. So crystals are done. I did get one new figure in during this past week that we can take a look at if y'all want, or we can do some battles. Other than that, no, crystals are done. News is done. Oh, I forgot to do credits. I'll roll the credits now. Thank you to everybody, all the channel members and the moderators for your support throughout the everything. I do appreciate everything. All right, so y'all want to see the figure? Well, at least Super VH wants to see it. Yeah. Prime and Duncan just showing up, asking how's the stream been. It's been fun. You know, we took a look at your playing in the snow there. Really enjoyed that. All right, so the new figure I got in this week is this guy. Studio Series set Bumblebee movie Soundwave. No. It's the guy he's carrying. It's the concept art Rumble. And I wanted to do the reveal to show that he does indeed fit inside Soundwave's chest before anybody asked about it. So there he is. He comes packaged. I mean, he's a pretty simple transformation. You just kind of unfold him. And his arms come down, and you straighten them out. There you go. And he stores his weapons in between his feet, or in between his legs. Other than that, the legs just stay straight. You do fold up his feet, so they just kind of flip down. They don't stay put very well because they're kind of loose. He has no hands. He's just got his pile drivers, but he will. You can't really see it, but that's a Decepticon logo on his pile drivers. So he will stamp the Decepticon logo on your forehead. And you can't really hold his weapons. They're intended to go like on his back. I mean, that's how we usually see Rumble anyway, right? You know, he's got those couple of guns hanging off his back, or hanging on his back in G1. So that's what you got. So there is your Studio Series Core Class concept art Decepticon Rumble with his buddy Soundwave. And Ravage is still here, but Ravage was nestled in Soundwave's chest. I had to take him out to show off Rumble. So there we go. That's our haul for this week. Trying to think if there was anything else. I guess I could. This is. He won't fit where, but I did put Tigerhawk roughly in the position that he is in the game. He's got, he has his wings up, plus he has the cannons there. So this is basically, Tigerhawk as he's just posed in the game. And I was just looking at the colors, and it's basically, they basically got the same thing in the game, except on the toy, it's kind of this bronze color. In the game, they've kind of made that orange, which is probably the best they could do digitally as an approximation for bronze. So I would say this guy matches the colors of the game. A little bit different styling between the two, but I mean, this toy came out years. They probably even started designing it well after the game, and the game was more based on the original toy. This was based on the original toy too, and I'm 99% sure they did not reference Earth Wars when trying to design this guy. But since they had the same source, the same inspiration that they're homaging, then it came pretty close. It came pretty close. Soundwave's back deserves justice. There's his back. Is that the justice that you need? I don't know if I even did that right. It doesn't seem right, but it works. You can fold this this little piece up inside there, but then you can't put one of the bots in there. Stop laying down on the job. There's Wave. It was empty a second ago. Yeah. Well, see, you open up the. You open up the chest, and you can't really get in there to get him out. So you just open up the back and push him out. Then he looks like one of those little. Magic boxes. Look, there's nothing in here. Look, see, there's nothing in here. Then I'm going to close it up, and Then I'm going to close it up, and you'll see it magically appears. Where there was nothing, now there is something. Woohoo! So yeah, so that's what you saw there, and you even got a magic trick that you totally can't figure out how it was done. You have the toy too, but haven't had Ravage in them, so forgot about that. Yeah. so yeah, that's what happened. I just left it up after I pulled out Rumble. So it's all good, man. It's all good. I just wasn't quite sure what you meant about it, about his back. I was like, what does it mean, justice? So I'm glad you glad it came out. What you were meaning by that? Yeah. Oh. You know what? Let's go. How about we do some battles? Go earn some points. This is my power leveling squad. Thought it went cuckoo. Yeah. I was thinking I was going cuckoo for a second there. Alright, so this is pretty easy. Those are the two main ones. These other guys are along for the ride. The jumper up there. We'll have to send him this way. And then we'll send him in. And then we'll bounce leader 1. And it shouldn't take long. Never go full Galvatron about losing his marbles. That's funny. And then now what I would usually do, since it's only a 10,000 point event, I just drop these guys, drop two zones, like zone 12. In fact, I'll do it this time. This is how I put up a lot of points when the amount of points is kind of low that you're trying to hit and you just want to get battles done early. I pick my squad, drop 2 zones below recommended. Then I just drop them all, and I fast forward. And just let them take care of business. And meanwhile, this poor person's Skill Fox 8, well, it's the event, so you're not seeing it. But if this was a real PvP, Skill Fox 8 would be like, what is going on here? Why can't I win a defense? For all you guys out there wondering how you can't win defense, because people go do like what I just did. They put bots in the zone lower than they need to, and they just fast forward, and you just got no chance. So, yeah. I'm not ready for zone 15. I'm just... I think I've won a Zone 15 once or twice before, but it's not a win every time.
Deploy now. Reap the whirlwind.
BB2 says, I just said God Neptune, problem solved. I like this combo with Star Saber going, and then I've got Inferno there giving the causing extra damage. Saber's holding his own there against Devastator, even though he's getting stunned every half second from C.O.M.B.A.T's little tower. Oh, you finally bit the bullet. And the Shark Guns took out the... Yeah, if you want to do it quick, throw out a combiner and drop just one bot. You quick and get the XP. Yeah, there's all sorts of different ways of getting through it. See, the thing is, doing the getting the throwing out combiners and doing stuff like that, you still actually have to play the way I do it, where you just drop the 2 zones and then you fast forward. You don't even have to look at the screen. So I tend to do that when I'm otherwise engaged, but I still want to get the battles in. I'll just kind of real quick, okay, do pick the zone, drop the bots, and then I'll just fast forward and I'll go back to with whatever I need to do. Goes through pretty quick. It's kind of almost automatic. But yes, you could drop in your combiners and single bots or whatever, do that. I actually realized I was always struggling with the win 50 elimination mode battles because a lot of times I'd wait till the end and I'd run out of bots. Then it occurred to me, like I didn't have a problem this last saga, but the saga before that, it occurred to me, you don't have to send full squads. You can drop one bot in a combiner or 2 bots in a combiner and it still counts as a win towards that 50. So you just do that and then you've got plenty of bots to do 50 battles in a week. You do that in, a day. Well, I don't think you get that many battles available in a day, but yeah, you can do that quickly. So, yeah. Sometimes you just, it takes a while for things to click.
Now, reap the whirlwind.
Let's go reap some whirlwinds there, Silverbolt. This is a minion defense, so it's you got a minion fight over there. Oh, they're taking on C.O.M.B.A.T. Oh, hey, you know what? He's got some fire for you guys, and he also has friends. Losing a lot of potential XP doing the lower fewer bots. Yes, that is true. Also, you because you're doing lower bots, you're also probably lower zones than you possibly could, so you're not getting as much Zed Energon or Zen or whatever. So that's a drawback with it too. But honestly, that's not even my goal. Getting that. I'm just trying to get the points for the saga, for the Cyber Pass. A win is a win. Now, if it were to say earn X number of Zen, then that'd be a different. It's a different, totally different strategy. Oh. I hate bases like these. It's so annoying. Because you just gotta sit. There's not really any way to get around just having them waste their time and lose all these ability points. Oh, except Whirl is got a nice long range. Not a complete waste. Tiger Hawk can hop in the air. There we go, we're getting some use out of these points. Get Strafe in the air. Get Rhinox going. Monkey Prime. Giving some orders. And we're moving now. Yeah, that should do it. Hunger was making one last-ditch attempt.
Well,
Alpha Trion says Titan battles seem to be such a chore sometimes. I agree with that all the way up to sometimes. They're a chore all the time. That's why my Titans lag so far behind, because I'm so bored with the Titan Assault. I mean, it was cool that you could play with them at first, and that was cool for like 2 battles. After that, it's just been boring and annoying. Oh yeah, Skylinks is freshly out of the lab at 61. And he is happy about it. That's why he's screaming. Ah! That's Skylinks. Oh, Commander Modesty. All right.
Roll out! Now, reap the whirlwind!
I've really been liking Top Spin a lot lately, by the way. Oktar says, I haven't done Titan Assault who knows how long, just by the catch-ups. Yeah, you know, that's what I was doing at first, but I really have to, you know, cut my spending. I've just spent way too much on this game. It's just my budget. I got other things I want to spend my money on, so I've really cut back on, you know, what I'm allowing myself to spend. I buy the premium Cyber Pass, and that's about it. Maybe I'll get a bundle once in a while if you know, if I'm, you know, really wanting something. But mostly I've just been limiting myself to the Cyber Pass, and that's it. So yeah, I see those catch-ups, and I'm like, yeah, that'd be nice, but you know what? I don't play enough during the week. When you get to use the Titans, most of the times when I'm playing on the weekends, and the Titans don't even participate in the event. So it's like, what am I leveling up? You know? Slash with her beautiful, deep singing voice. Oh, that's right, we got Warpath on this squad, so let me look for the lines. That's a good line right down the middle.
Attack! Attack!
We'll do another one. And then we'll send the Rhinox, of course, because he's awesome. To tear up the rest of the base. Can't quite make it over to that. Okay, so we'll send oh, what's her name? Stormclash over there to take out that laser, so it doesn't bother him too much. And SG Scott Jetfire can go take out this other mortar, which he didn't manage to get to. How about this missile launcher? Yeah, okay, there we go. Rhinox has got this headquarters in the bag. Yep, exactly. That's why my base design has not changed for the last 6 of the almost 8 years that the game is gone, because the base design, I mean, I don't do top level wars, and maybe it's a totally different mindset there, but I just the times that I get attacked, I'm either getting attacked by like a squad that's just so OP it doesn't matter what my base design is, or a squad that's way too underpowered, and then my base is strong enough, you know. So that's why I just don't put any effort towards, you know, base design. if I happen to be playing PvP and earn a lot of resources, and oh look, there's a defense that could be researched. Okay, I'll go ahead and level that up. But most of the stuff that I spend, like Energon, it's going for bot upgrades. It's going for ability upgrades. It's going for almost everything else other than buildings. Energon is the one resource which is used for too many things. Power core upgrades, ability upgrades, bot upgrades. If you want to swap out power cores, if you want to swap out combat bots. It's just too many things. It's too scarce of a resource for as many things as it's used for.
Now, reap the whirlwind.
I almost got caught down there, but Optimus and Lita managed to get away from that trap.
Freedom is the right of all sentient beings.
Trion says defensive prime cores are awesome. I wouldn't know. I haven't put a single defensive prime core on any of my defenses. I think I've been leveling some of them up just because I need to get rid of building prime cores or power cores and alloy. But I don't think I've been. I'm pretty sure. In fact, I'm positive I don't have them deployed anywhere. Yeah, and yeah, definitely like card collecting. Gotta catch them all. Gotta catch them all. That's how they get you. Yeah, I'm just be patient. It'll come.
Now, reap the whirlwind.
Did somebody say whirlwind? Sea Spray's got that covered. So the first one is free. To get you hooked. That's right. I mean, that's the whole model for like every game nowadays. You know, it's a free game. Yeah, you know, that you can play 2% of before you have to start spending money. I mean, I've tried doing that with some of the games where you know, it's like, you know, I'm definitely not going to spend any money on this or whatever. I'm just going to do whatever it allows free or whatever. Some of them I drop really quickly because it's like every 2 actions that you do, they're throwing another ad at you, and I'm like, heck no, I'm not doing that. Or the other thing is the wait the wait time is so long, I just forget to go back, and it's done. You know, so I mean, I get the whole point if you're making it long, so to do, you know, make people impatient to try to get them to spend money to skip timers and stuff like that, but you end up losing people just because they forget to go back and then just never do. You know, 6 months later they see the game on the phone. It's like, oh yeah. Yeah, it's like, oh, let me try this again. They do it again. It's like, oh yeah, now I gotta wait, you know, so many days. They're like, oh yeah, now I remember why I quit, and then they delete. But you know what? The game developers probably don't care about that because you're not spending money anyway, so they're not losing any money from you. You know, you want to quit? Go ahead. Just a number.
Now, reap the whirlwind!
See, Dan Evans is drop a hitter like Elita 1, do some resource damage, might lose a couple medals. Yeah, basically what you're talking about there is farming. Yeah, a lot of people do that. They'll go up a zone way higher than what they can handle just because they know there's going to be more resources available. So yeah, they'll send bots in there and try to just aim for the resources. And yeah, if they die, they die. They don't care about the medals. They're trying to get the resources. I don't think I haven't ever done that. Oktar says, the enthusiasm for the game has gone down a bit. Been playing since day 2, but the community and the channel keeps me around. Yeah, I know it's hard sometimes. I mean, it's probably why I've been taking more weeks off, you know, in recent memory than in the past, just because it's kind of hard to, you know, want to get up to talk about something that you're not, you know, super crazy about. But, I mean, like this week, I was about to skip this week because, I mean, the newsletter was, okay, here, it's a 10,000 point individual event. That's it for the news, folks. Thanks. I mean, I get it. They didn't have anything ready. That's fine. But, I mean, what kind of news video is that? That's why I decided I'd go ahead and throw together the rewind since I hadn't done it yet. But honestly, if I had already done the rewind and I had nothing to talk about, yeah, I'd have probably just, you know, canceled for lack of news. Just because there was just nothing to talk about. And honestly, I just, yeah, I know a lot of people are asking for updated Outpost bot videos or other strategy videos or whatever, but not, you know, what you're seeing me actually do now and actually battling at the recommended zone, I almost never do that. I mean, if I'm actually scoring points or whatever, I'm probably fast forwarding in the drop 2 zones. Yeah, so I'm not even using strategy, barely. So who am I to be making videos telling other people how to play the game when I'm barely even playing it, you know? So that's kind of where, you know, there's nothing I'm excited to talk about other, you know, I mean, let's get together and hang out and live stream or whatever, but as far as making other videos, you know, there's... Yeah, Altar said, yeah, they barely do their live streams anymore too. Feel like they might have checked out. 4 out of the last 5 events individual. How are you supposed to get up for it? Okay, well, the reason why 4 out of the last 5 events were individual is because it was the holidays, and I think they were just basically, it's like, we don't want to have anybody be feeling obligated to alliances over the holidays. So I definitely appreciated the individual events for the 2 holiday weekends. I definitely appreciated that. And I'm sure that's what they were intending for as well. Yeah, let's just make them a couple of easy individual events. We're not trying anything fancy, because fancy events is when things could go problem, and they don't want to have to bring in people on the holidays, because, you know, they all want the holidays too, you know? It's not like Thanksgiving, which is a U.S. holiday, you know, it's, those are like, you know, holidays celebrated by people all around the world, New Year's and all that stuff. So I would be surprised, you know, if we start seeing, like, say in the middle of March or June or something, if we see 4 out of 5 individual events, then yeah, that might be, you know, a lack of trying. I don't expect that. I'm sure it was just the holiday season. I do like the extra squads that they added, though. Yeah, because it got to the point, you know, once I've added these extra fuel cells to have 75 fuel cells, it got to the point where I would have like 1 battle left, and I'd have to swap out one of the squads. But this way, having those extra squads means that I could just have that many. I can have their battles or have the squads set up and don't have to swap them if I don't want to. Unless I have them off on, you know, dispatch missions or something, which happens all the time, particularly with the Decepticons. Expert opinion, yeah. How much longer do I think this game has in it? Dude, I have no idea how these things go. I mean, as long as there's people still playing it, I mean, you know, I don't know the numbers. I don't check the numbers. I don't data mine or anything like that. I mean, they haven't published anything in a while. As far as I can tell, I mean, there's still a lot of people talking about this game and playing the game, as long as the money's coming in. You know, that's really what it's all about. I mean, yeah, sure, you know, people, you know, they have a passion for Transformers and they want to make a good game or whatever, but bottom line is, if the game's not making money, it's going to get shut down no matter how passionate you are. That's just how it works. Oh look, we get to meet their combiner right up front. Oh, how do I want to approach this? Let's sneak RC over here, see if we can get past there without popping the combiner. Okay, good. Let's send her decoy over there.
Roll now.
Oh, that's right. The air raid on here pairs well with, what's this other guy? Slingshot. He's got a pretty nice little chunk of defenses. The PB2 saying Forged to Fight basically went down because there was nothing at all until Netflix picked it up. Yeah, I know even less about Forged to Fight than this game. I gave it a try. I tried it for a few days or whatever. I was just it's not the kind of game that really captured me. Some of the story things they had, the designs were great. You know, I love the designs. The art that they had for the game was fantastic, and some of the stories seemed pretty interesting. But I'm just not much into the whole fighting games. I mean, like, even back in the day, I'm pretty sure I played Street Fighter, you know, like the Street Fighter 2 or whatever, like the big one. I played that. Never really got into Mortal Kombat or any other fighting game after that, really. Even like, you know, Smash Brothers, you know, like Mario fighting games and stuff like that. Never played any of them. It's just not something that I've been into. So.
Deploy now. Reap the whirlwind.
Why are you guys sitting over there? They couldn't get past the wall, apparently. And Ratchet's just over there healing them. Still got the win. No thanks to those guys. I think that was all I had, right? Oh no, I can get one more. Let's see. Let's do sludge. Right, do we need that? Yeah. And who else? Roadbuster? Yeah. Talking about the spending, Last Science says the problem is they're chasing away the whales with things like $50 research slots and 30,000 shards for a 5% increase. You've dropped your spending by 1/10. Yeah, you know, the research slot is, yeah, I mean, I realize that they had to, you know, up the ante a little bit because, I mean, it's already a ridiculous amount of energon, then you gotta get a really large amount of, like, Z energon or whatever to get those slots. It's like, what do you do? Just another 2 million? I mean, everybody's already got that. You know, how do you make it more exclusive or whatever? And I guess Cybercoins was the way they went, but man, that's a lot. As much as I could use another research slot for sure, I ain't spending that.
Now, reap the whirlwind.
I wouldn't exactly say I was ever a whale, but I definitely had some of those tendencies at some point during my playing time with the Earth Wars. Even then, when I was spending with a little bit more reckless abandon, I'm still not sure if I would even gone for that research slot. that price, it's a little much.
Freedom is the way of all sentient
Accidentally spent
beings.
cyber coins on Alliance headquarters. You know, I did that too. I accidentally spent cyber coins on one of those too. Yeah, it was like the stupid charge thing or whatever. It was like 16,000 energon, but I guess I was down to something or whatever, and I ended up spending. I don't remember what it was. It was like, oh, okay, tap. I'm like, wait a second, that was cyber coins I just spent there. Son of a. But you know, it's. That was my fault. I'm definitely more aware of it now, but yeah, I'm not going to complain about that. I can see why some people might complain about it. But that was just me not paying attention, so it's not their fault. But greed will take down the game. I think it's more like, you know, maybe, but it's going to be more lack of interest, you know. I mean, definitely too much behind the paywall. You know, the interest wanes, so the whales go away. So now they're not making as much money anymore. So to try to make more money, they have to raise the prices of things, which causes more people to go away, which causes the prices to go farther up, and then eventually the game dies. It's probably how it happens. So, you know, when you see prices go up, it's because they're not selling as much anymore, probably. And so they're trying to make it back up that way. You know, and games aren't going to run until they're like at zero. I mean, as soon as they start losing money, I mean, they might still be. I'm pulling these numbers completely out of the air. I mean, they might be making $500,000 a year, which seems like a lot. But if it's costing them $600,000 a year to run the game, that's a loss. And then that would still shut them down. So I mean, they might still be pulling in a lot of money. But if it's less than what they're putting out to run it, it's time to shut down. Yeah, that's just simple economics, simple math. Oh, look. I completed some Saber passes. Alright. So there we go. How about that? We had an Earth Wars stream where we actually played Earth Wars and didn't just crack crystals and talk about stuff that you could possibly play in there. So at the end of the day, nothing lasts forever. Exactly. Speaking of, you gotta say take off. Yeah. You know, like that's a very good segue here. Nothing lasts forever, including this stream. Yeah, I've run out of things to talk about, things to show, and games to play. So I think it's time to head on out of here. Finish enjoying the rest of my Friday night. I hope you guys have a great Friday night and a great weekend. Good luck in the event if you're playing it. And yeah, I know we were complaining about the game a little bit, but keep your chins up. It's still fun. We'll still be here to talk about it. And yeah, it's all good. Anyway, I'm Engineer Hoist. Keep rolling, my friends, and we'll see you next time.